What's going on, guys? We're back once again. We are going to be talking about some more movies today. We are finally going to be discussing the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, the sequel to the Hitman's Bodyguard and we got some amazing actors coming back, but we also have ones that join into the fold of this as well. So first off, if you guys did not go see this film, I highly recommend you do. I recently just saw the first one, then went to go see the second one as well. But we have, of course, the main three that's going to be returning to the role. We got Selma Hayek that returns as Sonya Kincaid. We got Ryan Reynolds returning as Michael Bryce, and of course Samuel L. Jackson returning as Darius Kincaid. But we also have some other ones that enter the fold. We got Morgan Freeman, we got Antonio Banderas, we got Frank Grillo. We have a huge list in this movie, man. I'm just gonna say this. First of all, if you guys had fun watching the first film, you were probably gonna have just as much as fun watching this one, because the entirety of the film is where Ryan Reynolds is having nightmares, obviously, from his time helping Darius, and then he goes to therapy, and she's like, go on a sabbatical, no bodyguard, no this, no that. And she tries to hurry up to get out, because even the therapist can't even handle what happened. And not even, I would say, a full 24 or 48 hours, either or, that we see he is trying to relax, and as soon as he does, bullets start flying, and of course Selma Hayek's character shows up, Sonya Kincaid, telling him that Darius was kidnapped and was told to come get him. So trying not to use any kind of violence, any kind of weapons to help her, he ends up helping her, and then finally when they do rescue him, it gets revealed, hey, I never told you to get this guy. And then there's another issue going on, because we see where Antonio Banderas is playing the antagonist in the story, and we later find out that him and Selma Hayek's character have history. Not a big surprise, but we do get to see where Michael's trying to figure out exactly what he can do to help, but then all three of them get abducted by Interpol, based to where one of them, that is rogue agent played by Frank Grillo, basically informs them, look, I need y'all to do the mission, and if you don't, I'm going to make sure y'all all three go to jail longer than you could possibly imagine. And he doesn't really have the authority. He's more of along the lines making sure that if they screw up, he will do it to a certain degree. But again, doesn't really show how much authority he truly has. So we also find out where Darius and Sonya's trying to have a baby, and of course there's a lot of comedy throughout the film of oh, they don't need to be parents, or this doesn't need to happen. So that is another big majority of the movie. Obviously, you know about her age, and then we see where Michael's trying to become a bodyguard again because his license got deducted, and then we also see where we get to see more of who the villain is, and we see that he has a bodyguard that's high up that Michael knows, and then a high assassin that Darius knows. So they go through this whole adventure, and it's more lines. You got an assassin, you have a bodyguard, and then you have a con woman. It's pretty much what you have for these three trying to save Europe. And we do get to see where the relationship was with Selma Hayek, that she did care for Antonio Banderas' character, but at the same time she also used him, which we get to find out later on. But then what's even more funny is when they need help, we see where Ryan Reynolds goes to his father, Morgan Freeman, who is his stepfather, who later gets revealed to be a villain as well, which is very interesting. And we also get to see more about Ryan Reynolds' character's past. The reason why he wants to be a bodyguard, the reason why he always chose to be a bodyguard, was because his mother died in front of his eyes, and he always felt like it was his fault. And then we also get to see where that it more goes through where Darius kind of takes the frame on this one, where he actually starts becoming more like a friend to Michael. And we also get to see where even Michael's going, okay, you know, maybe Bodyguard ain't all cracked up is to be. But the ending, I'm not going to try to spoil too much of the ending, because the ending, it's one of those where it gets you like, wait, what? It's hilarious. But is it as funny as the first one? I don't know. I mean, the first one was extremely hilarious. This one is hilarious as well. I felt like the first one was probably better because, like, again, I love Salma Hayek, but I think it did better with her not being so much in the frame. And then when she was in this one, it felt like it was like the you know, like almost like the Three Stooges almost, and it worked because it was hilarious. Because there's a scene where Salma Hayek's doing her makeup in the car, and Ryan Reynolds is telling Samuel Jackson, like, don't do this, don't lie to her, and he's on the phone with somebody, she thinks he's out for a job or whatever, so she tries to run him over, and as soon as he moves, Ryan Reynolds gets in the way, she runs him over. So it's extremely hilarious of all the things that we see in this film that just click, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a third film. It would not shock me. I hope they go for a third film. I really do. Plus, at the same time, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what exactly they could do to go forward with this story, which, again, I think they can. It just depends on what kind of wackiness they want to put into the story, especially the way it ended. So, obviously, if you guys seen the movie, you guys know how it ended. But overall, I did enjoy this film. I think 1 out of 10, I give it either a 9 or a 9.5. I'm really looking forward to if they're going to be doing a third one, which, if they do, I give it maybe 2 years, maybe 3 max before they do another one. But either way, I am satisfied with the film. Will I watch it again? Yes, I will, to get some laughs in. Obviously, you know me, I love, you know, Ryan Reynolds, Samuel Jackson, Salma Hayek. Seeing Antonio Banderas return for a villainous role was really interesting, and even Morgan Freeman playing as a villain, because I've noticed with Morgan Freeman, he's been playing a little bit more villains lately, so that's kind of interesting for him. But I think it kind of works for him as well, as where he can work as a good guy, but also play as a bad guy as well. I just think he's got that that legendary, charismatic feel about him, where you can trust him, but at the same time, it's like, okay, can I really trust this guy? So it's really interesting to see what all these legendary actors can do, and just bring a great movie just on screen. So I have nothing but great things to say about this film. So let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments down below. What you guys able to watch it? If you did, let me know. If not, that's okay too. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys enjoyed the movie, let me know what you thought. Also, leave a like on the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Helps get the algorithm. Also, click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload. And as always, I'll see you guys on the very next one.